Do you know what I was thinking about to start this? Is the New Year's Eve song. It's like, "Should all acquaintance be forgot? Should
Oh,
old acquaintance?" Odd
it's not
loves.
Old Lang. It's Auld Lang Syne.
Odd Lang
Old
Syne.
Old Lane's Sign or something,
Old Dirt
I think.
Road?
I think it's, like, about calculus.
Yeah, it's either that or it's about the Seine River, maybe, like, clean up the Seine.
Oh,
But, like, are we supposed to forget about our old acquaintances? Are old acquaintances bad? What if there's a good acquaintance in from my past? Why would I wanna forget about them?
but then they wouldn't be old. Old acquaintances, I could think of a few that I could get rid of.
See ya later. They're
Bye.
gone. Bye.
Yeah, just odd ones.
I also can leave them behind because my memory's gotten so bad that I just kind of forget them anyway.
Sup, sippers? Welcome back to Sip and Spiral. Please grab your drink of choice and let's spiral. Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Sarah. How is December 47th?
It feels like day one, and it also feels like day 47 all at the same time. How
I
about
don't know
you?
what day it is. I don't know what day it is. I don't know what holiday it is. I think Christmas happened. I think we're coming up on New Year's Eve. It's been a blur.
It has been a blur. Speaking
Yeah.
of, what are you sipping on?
Well, because it's been a blur and I just needed a little break for a couple of days before New Year's Eve, I am drinking a body armor to just get the electrolytes. I was
Good
traveling.
for
I
you.
needed a little refresh. As much as I would love to have a cocktail right now with my sippers listening, I just need a little body armor electrolytes. What are you sipping on?
I have a white wine spritzer, but it's got hints of apple in it. So, I follow me for more nutritional facts. Not facts, tips. We're a health account now.
Ideas. We are going into the next year. We are going to only be a health and fitness podcast. And I fell asleep while I was saying it.
Correct. I
I'm
blacked out.
already, I'm already bored. Um, it was, I obviously was back home, got to see you, so many of our friends. Sorry, sippers, we did not record together because we were just having too much fun living in the moment and enjoying ourselves. And about 9 p.m. and a couple sips later, we were like, shoot, we forgot to do it. So I'm back in Florida. It was an incredible holiday, full of love. And now it's like blinked and it's about to be 2026.
I mean, we didn't record, but we did FaceTime a lot of people and did some private podcasts. For
Yeah.
those of you that received a call but didn't answer, that was the best decision of 2025 that you could have made.
Yeah, and for those of you that did answer, I hope you didn't do any screen recording because those private podcasts were intended to be private only.
And if anything is leaked, you will receive an invoice.
Yeah,
But also thank you for answering.
thank you for answering. But it feels crazy that it's coming up on New Year's Eve. I think I feel it every year. It's just like, where did time go? So I want to spiral on some New Year's BS today.
Let's do it.
And I say New Year's BS because I think most people around our age might agree with us. Maybe not though. We'll never say everybody or the majority, but I think New Year's Eve and New Year's and the thought of resolutions, and I think it's overhyped. I think the fact that a single click of a clock can change your life is just the most overhyped thing. And the parties and the outfits and the all of it. I think it's overhyped AF, and I'm not here for it.
Yeah, I do think that there's a lot of fun and exciting times that come with New Year's Eve. I don't hate the holiday, but I do feel like we have gotten into this routine where everything, and I love a theme party, so I know how this is going to sound, but we've gotten to where everything has to be so scheduled and so documented and so over the top theme, outfit, blah, 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 that it like we kind of lose the joy. I feel like New Year's Eve has always been that way.
For sure. And I think it's like, especially when we were younger, it was like going out. There were these big, like massive parties that you could buy tickets to, and DJs and bands, and like you get together with your friends. And it was always this, oh my gosh, New Year's Eve, I'm so excited. And you get ready. And then the next day I remember being like, that was a bust. It was a letdown every year.
Yeah.
And it kind of changed I like the holiday. I do like the idea of just having like one click of the clock. Like I said, I do like the idea of that prompting who reflections and stuff, but in terms of the outfits, the, like, going to New York, I'm sure it'd be fun to do once, but I don't wanna sit and pee my pants around a bajillion the idea of, like peeing my pants is not the craziest part of it, I would be fine with that. It is the standing shoulder to shoulder with people that I don't know and germs, and is it cold? Is it raining? That sounds like hell. No, thank you. Or any of the
Yeah,
big parties.
in in any event that requires, like, a ticket to then stand in a crowded room, like, I'm automatically out. I do remember, like, I used to want to do that. There used to be all kinds of ticketed parties at these hotels, and their marketing department was amazing because it made those parties look amazing. But I
Yeah.
think that I think those New Year's Eve ticketed parties is how the guy got the idea for Fire Festival. It is, like, overhyped, an expensive ticket, and then you get, like, a turkey and cheese sandwich.
There was always one bar for 1,500 people with one bartender. The DJ
Yes.
was playing, like, either, like, 60s doo-wop or techno, like, nothing of, like, pop music. It was
Yes.
the worst.
New
The
Year's Eve
worst.
does
I did
not
it
have
once.
its own identity, and
It
it's
does not.
confusing. It's confusing. There's doo-wop, there's techno, there's sequins, there's glasses made into the new year, and every year I'm surprised that they're like, "Okay, this is the year, and we've made it into another pair of sunglasses." It's like, Who are you? Who
Right.
Who are you trying to be?" And it's like everyone is trying to hit their quota for the end of the year before they go into the next one, and it's this rebirth, and it's like, "What are we doing here?"
Yeah, it has led me to now what I have done for New Year's Eve for a long time and with since Drew and I have been together, it was even before then though. I stay home. I stay home. My idea of a perfect New Year's Eve is like a late lunch at a nicer restaurant, like 3 o'clock, go home by 5:30 or 5 whenever it gets dark, and have some drinks in your
Mhm.
PJs, and I turn CNN on with Andy and Andy, and I just Anderson Cooper and Bravo, Andy, and I just
Yep.
live my best life. I love it, and it's perfect.
I do think that college prepared us for living up to the hype of what New Year's like, they think it should be about. Like, you're not gonna get all dressed up to go to a party and then wear a heavy coat that you have to, like, check or carry around. So now you're, like, out December 31st. If you're in Ohio, it's freezing,
Yeah.
and you're wearing a shirt as a dress, and you're like, "Hell yeah, I'm going to this ticketed party." And it's not warm. But college prepared us for that because it's like, I'm not taking my coat to the frat house.
No, never. But also college prepared us for our 40s New Year's Eve where we stay home in our sweatpants because that's what we wore in a lot of parties.
Yes, that
Like,
is
it was a
true.
prep. The idea of leaving my house and being in public on New Year's Eve is honestly I have no desire to do it. Now, if we were a friends, like, at somebody's house in, like, a cabin or something, that would be different, but, like, I don't really wanna do that either. I want to be at home with my cats and my husband, and
Yeah.
just if I fall asleep before midnight, so be it.
One year, my husband and I had to set our alarms to wake up to watch the ball. We, like, set our alarm for 11:45 so we could wake up and watch the ball drop. But I
Yeah.
wonder, like, is there is something cool about, like, watching the new year happen, whatever,
Mhm.
like, on the 4th of July, like, I love to watch the fireworks, and I feel like, "Okay, we're celebrating something." So
Yeah.
there is something cool about, like, watching the clock tick into the new year,
Mhm.
but then I'm annoyed because it's like, "Okay, now it's 12:03, now what?"
Now what? And all I get out of it is I have to spend a month typing the wrong year on anything I have to put a date on. Like, that's all the benefit like, that I don't wanna do that. It's exhausting.
The most exhausting thing is I have to spend a month listening to people be like, "Oh, it's 2026. Happy New Year." Like you
New
forgot.
Yeah,
Like,
like, we
you have
forgot.
been planning your New Year's sequined outfit for weeks, but you never thought about the New Year change. You were wearing the glasses with the New Year in it, but all
You
of a
got the
sudden you're
pictures.
like, "Oh, I forgot."
Yeah, you have the pictures on Instagram, go look at them. because no one else wants to. So go look at them real quick.
For the entire month of December, you've been saying, "See you next year," and all of a sudden, you forget that it's the next year? Come on.
And then
I ain't
like
buying it.
I'm not either. And then like new year, new me. Like, nope,
Oh,
it's the same damn, it's a different year and it's the same damn you. And I hope that you like yourself enough to be that you. Like, get out of here. Resolutions are the freaking worst. And I think they're dumb too.
I yeah, the whole new year, new me, it's like, you know that nothing is gonna change.
Nothing.
And if I'm the first person to break it to you that nothing is gonna change just by saying that, we should be sponsored by BetterHealth because you might need to talk to a therapist.
Also, get better friends who will tell you that it won't change. I used to do resolutions, but it would be one year I did like every month I'm gonna try to do night like one year it was like, I'm going to buy coffee for 5 people this month or like things like that are good. But then I even if it's not like lose this many pounds, stop drinking, whatever, it still was like I was out by March at the latest. Like
Yeah.
it's gone. I
I
it doesn't
I
work.
feel like the problem with resolutions is they are either hyper specific or so vague that it's like there's no accountability there. So it's like, what is the right thing? And I
Yeah.
think if you are looking at your resolutions, I do think it's important to write resolutions. I think it's a visual, like the new year is a visual fresh start for you if you want to. But you are perfect the way that you are. So
Yeah.
nothing needs to change. You should only want to change something if you truly want to do it. But I think if you are looking at the resolutions that you're writing and they are super specific or super vague, then maybe your resolution should be consistency to like,
Y
this is what I want to get in the habit of doing, not necessarily like, I'm going to do this. Now, one of the things that came up when I was thinking about my resolutions is when I think about, like, hyper specific things, which I also do, it's like, I'm gonna run a marathon this year. And it's like, is that hyper specific? Yes. But it's also, like,
but
something that I have enjoyed doing. So,
yeah.
it don't go so far out of your comfort zone that you now have all this pressure to achieve this goal. But
Yeah.
definitely set goals for yourself. But
Yeah.
do it because you want to, not just because it's New Year's and if you don't have yours yet, who cares? I'm not doing anything on January 1st. So most resolutions end by either Martin Luther King Day and definitely by Valentine's Day. So
100%.
I would almost wait until the either of those days to then say, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and it's like I think goals are important. If you
Yeah.
set goals in your life, great, good for you. I don't think you have to live a meaningful, great life.
Mhm.
Just do you whatever works. But I do set goals for myself, but I don't think it has to be tied to a new calendar year. Like dates and calendars are made up anyway. Like it's all made up. All this whole universe is made up. The whole
Yes.
universe is made up and the idea of New Year's is made up. And I just think resolutions are silly. And you're right. I people can change and it's important if there's something you want to change in your life to do it, but you don't have to change because the
Yeah.
calendar year changes. Like keep doing you. And if you're crushing it, keep doing it. And if you're not crushing it, give yourself some grace. Maybe that should be
Yeah.
your resolution. Give yourself and others grace. That's an okay resolution to have.
Yeah.
You will yeah, I will also quit it by Martin Luther King Day, but that's an okay resolution.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like the concept of them, I think. I just really don't like New Year's Eve that much, if I'm being honest.
I don't dislike it. I think it's fun. I have my New Year's Eve menu planned out, but it's like if it is bringing you stress, I don't know. I feel like I've said this on our pod a million times. If it is not bringing you joy and it is bringing you stress, then don't do it, or
Right.
find a different way to celebrate it. And
Yeah.
that's how I feel like resolution should be. I feel like absolutely set a goal for yourself. Don't call it a resolution. Just set it a goal. You don't have to do something every single day, but if you set a goal for yourself, like don't stress if you miss it one day.
No. I
And
think
if you need one of my most life-changing resolutions, Wendy, write this down. This should be for you. One year I said, "I am going to put lotion on every single day."
I'm quitting on before New Year's Eve. I'm quitting before December 31st. I'm already quitting that. I'm done.
I that has been the most life-changing. My skin has never looked better, it has never felt better, and I think that was a positive thing, and there was a couple days that I missed, fine, but now it is part of my routine, and I love it. So if you are looking for something that that is easy to do, that will better your skin, and nobody will know if you don't do it, you're welcome to take
I
that one.
one that you should write down, and this is free for everybody else too. This is really good. Get your pen and calculator. You should wash your face twice a day. If I gotta
I'm
put
I'm
lotion
I'm
on,
alr I've already quit it.
yeah, see?
I have
That's
I have
do
used
you.
my face wash for my one allotted day per month.
I washed my face when I was in Ohio more than you did the month of December.
Yes.
Um, this is random. I don't know what made this pop in my head, but I was thinking of New Year's Eve, and again, for 15 years, I've stayed home. I don't do anything. One year, I watched my friend's dog, and I just laid in bed with, like, my dog and her dog and went to bed at 11. When we were kids at New Year's, we would spend it with my grandma, and we would bang pots and pans at midnight. That was really fun. So if
Oh,
you have kids, that is a fun tradition.
we you don't do that now? I
No.
will I will bang a pot and pan. Although with
How so fun.
little one this year, we may be doing some silent screams.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it at, like, before he goes to bed and pretend to
Yeah.
have New Year's. That's fine, but banging pot and pans or banging something, that was so we'd go outside and we'd have, like, a wooden spoon. It was so fun. Loved it.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last few years, my husband and I have always played, like, Nintendo and had, like, a bunch of appetizers, and we just, like, snack and play Nintendo and have, the Rockin' New Year's Eve on in the background, and we were just home. And even when we've gone to friends' houses for New Year's, I'm like, "Okay, I need to be home by 8."
Yeah.
Because I just wanna be home. I just
I
wanna be
just wanna be
home.
home. Also,
I don't
like, no one
wanna
wants to be on
fight
the
the
roads.
crowds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also, as Buckeye fans, this will be another
Yeah.
non-New Year's Eve and more of a just a important football game because we had this a couple years ago. I remember we lost to Georgia about 2 minutes before midnight, or it was right when the clock was striking midnight. It was very, very close.
They
And
kicked field goal,
as
after
midnight was
midnight.
happening. Yeah. So Ohio State miss, we lose to Georgia. We are at a friend's house to watch the game, and we were out the door getting an Uber before the friend opened the Shams for New Year's. So ruined New Year's Eve. This
We
year, I'm hoping for a better one.
we had a similar but different experience. So we were watching the game at a friend's house. We got the mega bottle of champagne because we were gonna celebrate New Year's and we were gonna celebrate the Buckeye win. And only one of those things happened, and we sat there in salt while we drank this magnum
Mm-mm,
bottle of champagne.
mm-mm. That's better. You spin it better than we did. But we have a Buckeye game, so my menu is all it's like New Year's Eve menu is all sport. We're gonna make wings. I bought some like pre-made jalapeno poppers, and I'm
Ooh,
gonna make some like salsa, and it's just gonna be finger food, Buckeye football. And I'm
yeah.
really hoping when midnight happens, I'm a little happier than I was
Yes, I
that day.
agree.
Yeah, but
We're
it's not.
doing crock pot meatballs, cocktail weenies, pizza rolls, and my friend gave me this baked Borzen, um, cheese and cracker dish, so we're gonna be making that, um, and it's just gonna be, like, snacking all
Yeah,
day, which is how it should be.
that's how the holiday should be. I did wear my
It
sequins for you, and the only reason is I wore this on Christmas Eve. So I wore my sequins today because you said
I
sequins.
love it.
I will be at I'm normally in sweatshirt and sweatpants. This is fake New Year's Eve outfit.
Thank you, Eve.
Thanks, Eve.
I like serving appetizers for New Year's when we're at home because we can call them hors d'oeuvres and it feels fancy. So I'm gonna
Fancy.
slap some toothpicks in it.
Pinky up.
Pinkies up.
Pinkies up. With yours sparkling. I did get some bubbly. And I we'll see if we open it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on 2025? Since we are reflecting and this is a podcast, we have to think about it. What were your thoughts on 2025?
I think 2025, this is gonna sound really generic, but, I feel like I did a lot of self-reflection in 2025, having, my child in in halfway through 2024, I feel like I was looking back at a lot of things, and a lot of my friends that have been in my current position well before me, I think I spent a lot of time thinking about how I could have been there better for them, but, like, I had no idea what I needed to do. So, I did a lot of self-reflection from that standpoint, but also, like, looking inward on myself of, like, what I need out of friendships, relationships, like, partnerships. So, I feel like I did a lot of self-reflection and reflected back on a lot of things. So, I'm not making this, like, grandiose statement of, like, this next year is gonna be the best, but I wanna carry on that, like, self-reflection and continue to grow into the new year because, um, this is my first time at life.
First
So,
time here.
first time here, long time listener. Um, but I feel like that's what I wanna carry in is, like, how do I continue to find ways to show up for people, like, in the moment? I don't wanna have this, like, major thing make me self-reflect. So, it sounds generic, it sounds a little cheesy, however, that's, like, the big thing that I kind of went through, like, being a new mom and those kinds of things.
Yeah. I was thinking I was trying to do it in the terms of, like, one word. Like, if
Thank
there
you.
was one word to describe my 2025 and, like, reflection, I'm really proud of my 2025, and I think it's the first time in a very long time I can say that, and I didn't set out at the beginning of 2025 on New Year's to be, like, a make myself more proud of myself. I think there's just a lot of things that I did in this past year that I would have never had the courage to do ever in my life.
Yeah,
And I'm really proud that I was able to do those things. I feel like having a little pause career-wise was incredibly beneficial to me.
yeah,
And really I really like who I am right now. Like, I just really like on the inside who I am. There's not a whole lot that I wanna change other than the normal stuff that are everybody's vices, and everybody has flaws, so there's a couple things I wanna continue to improve on, but I just really enjoy my own company, and I enjoy who I am and how I show up, so I'm just, like, really proud of the year I had,
yeah.
mostly for myself, like, how I was able to grow this year too. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I think that's amazing, and you should be
Mhm,
proud of you and the collective you should be proud of who you are. So to be able to look back and to vocalize that, I think that
mhm,
is huge because I don't think that we always give ourselves a lot of credit. And
yeah.
sometimes like surviving is just as good as, like, thriving in the year. I think
Yep,
that those can be interchangeable because there are gonna be times that, like I mean, life is about ebbing and flowing. So if you can
correct.
look back and be proud of that, I think that's great. I saw I don't know if they would call it a resolution, but I saw something online where people were saying either every month or every day, I think every month is probably good, or even a week, is to write down something that you are proud of or a happy
Mhm,
moment and put it in a jar, and so that at the end of the year, you can, like, look back to remind yourself of, like, how good this year really was.
mhm.
There are always gonna be things that the bad is always gonna outweigh the good. Those are the things that you remember. We never call and give people, like, good feedback. We always call to complain. So, like, how do you make
Yeah,
sure that you're, like, giving yourself positive reinforcement?
yeah. And you said the survive and thrive. That's actually a better point. Like, I think this is the first year in a long time I've been thriving. The 5 years prior, it really was survival for a lot of different reasons, of things that were mostly outside our control. So, I didn't feel like I had to survive the year. I felt like I was able to thrive this year, and that
Yeah.
felt was a really, really good feeling. Is there anything you don't want to carry with you into 2026? Boy, here we go. Listen up. She's got
The nail
something to
clickety
say.
clack the nail clickety clack, that can stay. That the influencers do, that can stay in 2025, and I would almost argue that influencers can stay in 2025. We're podsters.
Oh,
I
okay.
just there are a lot of great influencers. I follow several of them, but there are some that I have followed that I just feel like are picking up all these brand deals and whatever, go get your money, but
Yeah.
you're trying to influence people because you're, like, connecting with them, but I hate when they're like, "Oh, I'm talking to my besties," and then you're, like, all over the place with your brand deals. So,
Yeah.
I would say, the nail clickety clack thing and the, like, focus here and the
Yeah,
hand in the background, and it's
yeah.
like, that can stay in 2025.
The
I was
clickety
only
clack
sort of
on
kidding about the
the click
influencers.
the clickety clack on the makeup I know is what drives you the most crazy when they're
Gosh, it
doing
it
makeup.
literally makes me wanna scream. There was a, reel that one of my friends had shared it, and it was like somebody click click, and then it, like, jumped to, like, the screaming goat, and I'm like, "That is how I feel when I see somebody clickety clack on makeup specifically or, like, any of those things." But, oh my gosh, the clickety clack that can stay in
Yeah.
2025.
I'm going to leave behind the patriarchy in 2025.
I hope that what else is left in 2025 is people saying, "Yas, queen." I hate that.
Yeah. Yes.
I hate it. I hate it. That can stay.
I do love calling people queens. I love
Okay.
you go queen. You go queen.
Yes, you can do that. It's the YAS piece that I hate.
I think I do that.
And if I see somebody with the beach scene that the wave is coming up and washing out the year, I'm sending you a screaming goat meme.
I'm doing it.
I hate
I'm
it.
doing it. I'm gonna walk out right now and do it.
Or I think mostly when they do that and they're like, "New year, new me." We know that you're
I
not gonna change because, I feel like I should have saved all the people that are like, "New year, new me," and send it to them this year and like, "Before you even get your post ready, what is different about this one?"
I am leaving fake lashes in 2025. All natural.
Agree.
I mean, if you wanna do it, do you. You're beautiful, but no, I'm not here for it anymore. I'm done with it.
Similarly, I'm done with, like, the long nails with all the intricate designs on them. Like, unless you
Yeah.
are in a nail show, I have a lot of, like, hygiene questions that I would like to ask you. These are your everyday nails, and I've got some hygiene questions for you.
It's so gross.
It is
It's
gross.
so gross. It's so gross. Um, I am leaving quiet quitting behind, and I am just a full advocate for full on quit things. Don't quiet
Yeah.
quit anymore, fam. Go quit. Just go
Yes.
quit and just go do something else. No more quiet quitting. Be loud and proud and quit.
Yes.
Just quit.
And one song that I would like to leave in 2025 is the song called "Anxiety" by
It,
Doechii.
that plays in my head all the time.
I know, and what my problem with it is that I feel like mental health and anxiety is, like, exploited, and so people use that as a way to, like, not deal with something or not make a decision, so it's like, let's just, like, own who we are, let's own the fact that we're, like, struggling to make a decision or
Yeah.
struggling with something and, like, seek help for it, not exploit it and just be like, "Oh, I have anxiety, like, let's move on."
Yeah. Also, anxiety is a diagnosis. So it'd be like me like having like a little bit of like I was thinking chest pains and being like it's a heart attack. It's like you can't just like self-diagnose anxiety.
Yeah,
You can be nervous and have nerves around stuff, but like anxiety is actually a diagnosis that those of with us know that.
yes.
I am leaving also behind, and this is gonna crush you, high-waisted pants. I know you love a high-waisted pants, but that can stay. I'm done with that one.
Okay, I love a high-waisted pant because my torso is long. So, if I do not get a high-waisted pant, it is going to look like a low-rise pant, and I can promise you, you do not wanna see that. So, I have to
I
get
love
high-waisted just so it meets my belly button, okay? So I'm not if I buy a high-waisted pant and I truly wanna wear it like a high-waisted pant, I have to get the sky high, and then
oh,
it
yeah.
comes up over my belly button. But a high-waisted pant hits me in the same spot that, like, a mid-rise would hit somebody.
When I wear with somebody with no torso, when I wear a high-waisted pant, it's serving as a bra too, because it's lifting those suckers
Yeah,
up. That's how that works.
that's how I
And I
want
don't
my
like wearing
leggings to
bras.
fit.
I don't want my jeans to be my bra either.
That's how I want my leggings to fit. I want my leggings to be a one-piece. Tube top. Exactly.
Are you leaving anything else?
There's one other song that I wanna leave behind,
Okay.
and it is the song called "Mutt."
How
It's
do you
got
hear these
a
songs?
nice beat to it, but he's singing about I'm a dog, you're a mutt." And he's, like, trying to get the girl. I go, "I
He's
don't."
call
It's called mutt, M-U-T-T.
and he's calling a girl a mutt?
I think he's calling himself a mutt, like,
Oh,
and I go, I don't think you're
I
gonna get
mean,
her."
there's enough of us not us too, but the collective us as women. There's enough women in the world dating down. We don't need to encourage it with a song. That's what
Correct.
I'm bringing into 2025, ladies. Date at your level. That's what you should be
Yes.
doing. Only date at your level going
Yes.
forward or higher if you're lucky like I am. Go a little higher. That one too.
Yes.
Do you? The last one I have is pretending that I like cleaning, that it's therapeutic, that I feel so good when it's done. I hate to clean. And yes, do I like things to be clean? Of course, I'm a human. And is it nice to see like it was dirty and it is clean? Sure. I get no special benefit from cleaning. And I'm not pretending anymore. That's like, oh, my house is clean. It feels so good. Nope. The house is clean and I'm exhausted. I'm not
The
pretending
amount
anymore.
the amount of cleaning videos that I watch, if I clean half as much as the videos I watch, that would be
I just don't
something.
wanna do it. I don't wanna
Yeah,
do it, and I don't wanna put it on a pedestal anymore. And I
yeah,
know some people that it's very therapeutic. Good, do it, but don't I'm not gonna pretend that I like to do it anymore.
yeah.
Maybe I'll just be done cleaning, period.
Get a cleaner.
Get a cleaner. Um, so we talked about what we're leaving behind. What do you want to either carry with you, or what is the big thing that you are thinking about with 2026? Do you have any?
Yeah, I think I touched on this a little bit earlier. I want more, like, undocumented, unscheduled, like, joy and fun.
Mhm,
My husband and I always like, when we're out places, like, at events or whatnot, we always look around and there's so many people on their phones, and we're like, "You are missing, like, all these great things." So, like, undocumented and unscheduled fun, like, how do you just find the joy in that?
mhm,
But then, like, not everything has to be this, um, proclamation on social media.
mhm,
There was, like,
okay,
this Be Real app that I don't know if it's still around, but, you would get these prompts, and you had a certain amount of time that you would get the prompt, and you'd have a certain amount of time to post it, and it was, like, to I don't think the name is great, but, um, it was to show, like, real life because, like, everything is so, like, scripted and
yeah.
posed and curated, so that's what I wanna
But
continue to do.
then you still had to pick up your phone to take the picture, which I think is the problem. Put the phone down.
Yes, but it wasn't you didn't have time to, like, create this fake
Yeah,
reality.
I
I
know.
think the
Yeah,
idea was, like, "Here's what I'm actually doing right now."
yeah. Yeah, I think, I want to carry into 2026 continuing to be proud like, live a life I'm proud of. I want the next year or for however long to be just less stress, which is there are things to be stressful about. You live your life, you have bills, there are things you have to stress about. I don't want to get worked over things that just don't matter anymore. And
Yeah,
I'm really proud of where I've gotten to in the last year. But going into the next is I want to be softer for myself, not for anybody else. Or when it comes to everybody else out there, watch out.
yeah,
She is who she is. But I want to just live a softer life without massive things happening. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense,
yes.
but that's what I
If it costs your mental health, then it's overpriced.
yeah,
That's what I would say.
absolutely. And that softness is like laughter. I want to laugh. I'm finally back to like dancing around my house, having music, singing a lot. Like that went away for a while. I want to just laugh more and enjoy, to your point, like spontaneous joy and fun
Yeah,
things. I want to just enjoy the things I do. And if it unless it's like jobs are one thing, but everything else, if it's not joyful, I don't want to do it.
I agree.
Yeah. Part of my pride that I felt in 2025, and then I think it also ties on to your self-reflection is this like we just talked about this podcast, I think it has given us self-reflection. I know it has for me.
Yeah,
So I really want to continue this, and it's going to be harder with work schedules and travel. But I want to continue this into the next year again, just because it's so much fun to do, and it's fun to see our friends and them like talk about it. That just makes me giggle.
yeah.
Um, I just really love doing it. So I wanna keep doing it.
I wanna keep doing it too, and I know that I have to because there's people coming from my role.
Yeah, there was a There was a podcast recorded without you while I was in Ohio. I haven't decided if it'll ever see the light of day.
It will not.
There might be 15 usable seconds on it. Um, and but we tried to invite you, but you got ousted. There was one person specifically, and I won't give you a name, that actually at the end said they're replacing you.
Okay. Well,
We'll see.
come for me. Come at me, bro.
At me, bro. And I want this year to be happy and joyful for the people in our lives.
As long
I
as you
want
don't change the passwords to our logins, then I'm safe. The moment that you change the password, then I'll take the hint.
I would have to remember the password to change the password. Let's be real.
Same.
Um, yeah, I think this year for all of my friends and family too, I just want the same thing as like joy. I want there to be softness where there needs to be. I want for some people, I want them to be more confident, all of those things I want for everybody. I want people to be proud of themselves and the lives they live. And I just want joy and love for everybody, which is the cheesiest, douchiest thing to say. Um, and if you wanna keep your old acquaintances, keep them, but make sure you keep your old friends, and most importantly, make sure you keep yourself in the next year because that shouldn't be a resolution. There should be a core, genuine, authentic version of you that we all know that person is, we know who they are, and all get away from it at times. But, like, always find that center and go back if that's the only resolution you have, that and wash your
Yeah.
face twice a day.
Okay, I'll take you up on the first one.
Well, if my resolution is to be softer, do I have to put lotion on? I actually think it goes to putting lotion on every day. I think that's gonna be part of it.
I think that's true.
Okay.
And I plan to keep my old acquaintances and my old friends since I am the youngest of my friend group. So I actually have to keep my old friends. Everyone needs a spring chicken in the room. So I feel like my job is protected here. So if other people are trying to come for my job and you're older than me, the duo is just not going to work.
I did not give you a millennial pause there. That was if you don't have something nice to say, you don't say anything at all. That was what that just was.
If you don't have anything nice to say, come sit next to me. FaceTime me, I'll answer.
Have you seen the social media trend where it's like people get up angry and it just says what they were mad about and it's like fake? Like they're just like get up from the table because they're so upset of whatever. And one was like, you get up from the table every time someone says, "Can I be mean for a minute?" They're all
No,
just
I'm
like,
leaning in. If somebody
"Come
says,
sit
"Can
by
I be
me."
mean for a moment?" I am leaning in and I am letting them know I do not need a disclaimer. If I am here,
We
you
prefer
can be mean.
we prefer if we don't know any of the people in the situation, come sit by me.
Yes, I will be all
Um,
in.
it was a good year. This
It
next year
was a
will be a
great year.
year. I hope
Yes.
it's good for everybody. Sippers, thanks for spiraling with us in the year 2025. Whatever 2026 brings will be less about it being a specific year for something and more about it just being life and fake days on a calendar. But we hope you find what you're looking for at any point when you're listening to this.
And
The new year,
we hope to find you here every week listening to us ramble, spiral. We are top-notch yapologists, so keep tuning in. We appreciate you guys.
new year, new year, same us, new spirals. And with that, sip responsibly, friends. Cheers.
Cheers.